Hello everyone, this is the Colty Modeler again. I know it's been about a few months already, but I'm back again doing the last video for 2025, and today I'm going to be reviewing my Bachmann James, running my new one that I got for Christmas. This one was about like $114, and like I was really interested in this one, and then I got this one for Christmas, so we're gonna do a test run and everything, and then I'll explain some future plans for my channel after we see Buzzy B. James run on the track and test him out. I've never tested him out before. This will be my first time testing him out, so alright, so James is now in operation. Now we'll be testing him out and see how good he works. I'm really impressed with the details on him. I think whoever did this was very outstanding on this. This is just an outstanding model. So here we go. Alright, so the test run is complete. He runs pretty good. I'm very impressed with how he runs. He will be one of my favorite engines in yellow, I guess, as you would say, probably. I like the black and yellow details. I just think it's pretty neat how the creators of this made this. So now we will be going over some future plans for my channel. So as y'all know, I'm making a new movie called The Great Escapes, the movie. Now, this movie is, well, the picture turned out pretty good. It has a picture of Oliver, and you can see Donald Douglas right there in the background, right there. Rusty, Stepney, and to those of you who don't know this is Craig the Passing Diesel in the RWS book. In the RWS book, it only classifies that it was a passing diesel. To those of you who don't know this diesel right here, this is the diesel that was right here. People known as him as D5701 or Lumpy, but I prefer him being called Roderick because it gives him a better outlook. And if you are wondering who this was Levi, the cab forward diesel. Sorry if it was blurry, but you can see like a little bit of yellow right there. This is basically about the movie Escape, basically, if you put it into reality. This is not Levi right here. This is Nivelle, a character created by a Japanese YouTuber or user. I don't know how you say his name, but it started with a letter E and then with a 25 or something. He makes in-scale engines, so go check that out. He also created the Class 20 twins. I have no idea what their names are, along with a Class 04 diesel, which I do not know his name either. Now to go to the back of the cover of it. Now this features here a few different scenes in the main antagonist, Diesel 10, of course. And the features right here, if you can't see it, I'll read it out. In the 1960s, rumors about diesels taking over British railways. This was one of the darkest hours for steam locos. What has become of British steam engine locos being replaced and scrapped by diesels was massive, especially in places like Barry Scrapyard, one of the largest scrap yards on British Rail. The mainland was no longer safe for steam locos, only more. But however, there were anymore. However, there were two other railways that are safe for steam locos. One of them was the Bluebell Railway. And last but not least, Sodor. Sodor is a refuge place for steam engines, and that is exactly what we will be discussing today about some of. Let me get the glare out. About some of the greatest escapes, like Barry Wendell Oliver, who escaped from the GWR Railway, along with Stepney, who was held captive against his will. Rumors about a Class 42 warship with a claw was spreading. They say this diesel had the power to dispatch an engine on the spot in such places like Bower and Furnace. But with all that said, let's dig in and see what happens, shall we? Okay. This also will be featuring a few more different characters like Genty and Pug, Matey and Levi, and a few other diesels like Simon or Super ED, and then a few more engines that worked in the coal mine with Genty. I think it was a few characters from Jimmy the Genty, if I'm correct, and also I released a few leaks on the movie. This was an inspired image by the Japanese user. I just drew it out. It's not really the best, but it's the best I could do. And of course, the Class of 4 diesel, which he already made a few images of these, and these are my takes on. Well, these are basically for him that I drew, but I find it pretty cool though. And a blank piece of paper for more leaks maybe in future. I don't know, but these are my plans. I don't know if I'm gonna do this on trains or if I'm gonna do it on I don't know if I don't really know if I'm gonna do it on trains or on roadblocks. I don't really know yet, but I'm gonna try it. I will also be taking another break, so I just need to take a break and a rest. On YouTube posting a few things. Sorry for the camera being blurry, but I just need a break for a little bit. So goodbye. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope you have a happy new year. Happy New Year, by the way. Goodbye.